Being overly aggressive with women or sexually harassing them is a big no in any player's handbook. Players don't take, we talk. Players don't force, we finesse. It's as simple as that. We don't have to use our position in the workplace to make women date us. All that shit is whack. Weirdos like Harvey Weinstein get a little bit of money and power and think they can force themselves on women, and that's not cool. That's why he's behind bars to this very day. Guys like him never had game from the start. They are insecure and lack any type of real confidence. Their arrogance is manufactured by money. If I could have talked to Harvey and coached him before he started his weirdo ways, I would have taught him that comfortability and trust is the way to any woman's bedroom, not money and pressure. Once a woman feels safe with you, she will be ripping your clothes off. Females can sense creepiness and can feel when the vibe is off. Now, I'm sure some of these women that he slept with were not all victims. I'm sure some of them did the do just to further their careers and get what they could out of him. But I'm not talking about those chicks. I'm talking about the ones he pestered and harassed. I heard the tapes. Dude was on some other shit, begging, whining, and grabbing. The whole thing was sickening. A true player never has these type of problems. We follow strict guidelines when it comes to sexual encounters with the opposite sex. 1. We never beg or hound a woman for sex. If she says no or seems uninterested, that's it. On to the next one. 2. We don't trade money for sex. My time is precious, and that is what I'm giving you for sex. There should never be a misunderstanding about that. What my boy Pac said, it's a fair exchange. I gave you the D, you gave me the Y. 3. Players don't get off on physical domination unless the act is consensual. Why would you even want to go down any of those roads with a woman? All that sounds like some mommy issue shit to me. Players don't hate women. We like them and appreciate the ones we choose to associate with. A true player is savvy enough not to let a woman take advantage of him. And believe me, there are a lot of females out there that will do just that. Trying to get what they want out of a man is part of their nature. It's a cat and mouse game that they can't help but play. But that's still no excuse for being a straight up perv. Men who harass women lack the skills and patience to seduce them. Being a player is not a physical game, it's a mental one. You have to always stay 3 steps ahead of the game. You have to be aligned when it comes to pulling women, not a hyena. You have to be firm but not too aggressive. Check out these videos of these clowns right here, these hyenas.
About you Caucasian woman that makes all of y'all so attractive?
I'm not sure. I just know that you approached me on the subway, and I don't really need that right now.
I'm a man. I'm an alpha. Like, if I see a bad chick, I'm gonna approach her. I ain't no sucker.
I appreciate that, but I don't want to speak right now.
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to be as polite as possible, but I don't really need a chaperone.
yo, can I get your phone number?
No, I don't want to give you my phone number.
Like, talk to you a little more. Like, get pretty.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I feel like yo, we have a lot in common. Like,
I don't think so. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
you don't?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I really don't.
Yeah.
Please don't look at my ass when I'm walking away. I really don't need you to do that.
Yo, can I get your Instagram?
Nope, I'm good, thank you. I really don't like being harassed. This is not okay. And he's screaming at me.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me
You don't
alone.
want proof that
Please
you
leave
know
me
that your
alone.
stepdad's been raping you since you
Leave
were
me
12 years old?
alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god.
Just
It's
give me
too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please
what-
leave. I
Not
don't.
about
Stop
dress.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's
No,
why I
no,
moved.
no. Just talk
Leave
to
me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll
No,
leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't
What-
want to ever talk to you
what
again. I don't ever
happens-
want to hear your voice. Do you?
What-
Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave
happened
me
with
alone.
step-
Please leave me alone.
This is just, those videos were just straight up ridiculous. Don't be like these guys. That's not game. That's not shooting, spitting game. That's just straight up hyena activity. And you're a lion, and lions wake up every day to hunt for food, just like players should wake up every day to pull different women. If you lose your edge or focus, you can't successfully hunt and you will starve. But that doesn't mean you do shit like in those videos, man. You just keep watching my videos, or you join Player University and you get your edge back. I hope you catch the game I'm giving you. But right now it's story time. I used to date this chick that was a stripper. She came from a broken home and had a lot of daddy issues. We would hang out and have fun. One night I was out with some friends and we had been drinking and gambling half the night. She called me out of the blue and asked what I was doing. I told her I was at a friend's house and I gave her directions to come and see me. When she got there, we chilled for a few and we started making out. I was younger, so I had to show out in front of the guys I was hanging with. I had her get on the table and dance for us. That was a big mistake. It was like throwing fresh meat to a pack of hungry wolves. I had to take a leak, so I went to the restroom. When I got back, my friends were being pretty rowdy and inappropriate with her. They were just supposed to sit there and enjoy the dance, but instead they were pulling on her and trying to undress her. When she called out my name, I could tell she was scared. I could hear the trembling in her voice. I stepped in and told my buddies to cut it out and walked her to her car and apologized. She hugged me, kissed me, and thanked me for not letting anything happen to her. I felt like a douchebag since I was the one who put her in that situation in the first place. As she was leaving, one of the guys walked on and called me a hater. He kept saying that she was a hoe and hoes were for everybody. He and I almost came to blows until the other guys split us apart. Most of those guys I never hung out with again. I learned a few things from that whole situation. Number one, always check my ego and stop trying to impress people that aren't worth impressing. I let my ego put my stripper friend in danger. I'm sure if I hadn't stepped in, she would have been sexually assaulted by at least one of those guys. After that, I started picking the people I hung around with more carefully. Like I said, I never kept up with most of those guys, except for one, my boy B. In fact, he told me that the guy I almost came to blows with is in jail to this very day on a rape charge. I'm not surprised. Look, meeting women and having relationships with them shouldn't include harassment and catching a court case. You always have to have a cool and laid-back demeanor when dealing with females. When a woman has her defenses up, there are ways to make her lower them. One way is to simply have an open conversation with her, make her laugh, and feel relaxed. The moral to the story is be a lion and don't be a hyena. Play on, players.